Hello and welcome back to another video. In this problem, we're asked to graph the function f of x is equal to sine of sine inverse of x, and g of x is equal to the sine inverse of the sine of x. So this looks like it'd be doing the same thing, right? It's just backwards. However, the graphs of these functions are completely different. So if we look at the graph of sine inverse of x, we can see that it follows y equals x over the domain of the inverse sine function, right? So we're taking a function, sine of x, of its own inverse of x, the sine and the inverse cancel out, and we're just dealing with y equals x. However, since the sine inverse function could only take on a few values, right? Its domain is restricted from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2, from negative 1 to 1, we know that this function will be restricted from negative 1 to 1, and it follows y equals x, but only over that interval. If we compare that to the sine inverse of the sine of x, it looks completely different. So what we have to note is that it follows the y equals x function for a while, but then it follows negative y equals negative x. And it follows y equals x again, and then negative x. And obviously those are offset, so this would be like y equals negative x plus pi. This would be y equals negative x plus 2 pi. These are all offset. But why is it doing this? Well, the inside of the function here is the sine function. This is the inverse sine of sine. Therefore, the inverse sine is taking its own value at all of these sine values, the sine function exists for every single function in the real numbers, so it never ends. And so from, let's say, 0 to 2 pi, the function does this. It goes up, goes down, and then it goes to 0 again, right? We have one little segment here. And if we were only dealing with a domain restriction of one period of this function, it would just follow this, y equals x and y equals negative x. However, sine of 10 is also something, so we can take the inverse sine of that. And sine of 20 is also something, so we can take this inverse sine of that. Meanwhile, in the original function, inverse sine of 20 doesn't exist, so therefore we can't find the sine of that value. So it's only restricted to this little value right here. So that's the differences between those two functions in a way that you wouldn't really expect.